Hello, hello, and welcome back to In Case of Emergency. I don't know, last time, Kyron, I think that's the main character's name, dropped the dildo down a flight of stairs, so we gotta, gotta chase after that, right? It's an open door. Where we're going? It, okay. Uh, I mean, huh. This is not what I was expecting. Like, at all. But okay. You see a grand hall. Seriously, like a capital H hall out of the movies, complete with the stained glass windows and hundreds of, and 100-foot tall ceilings. As you cross the threshold, you feel the cold stone of the marble, but below your feet. A rib vault braces the cathedral-like structure, supporting a ceiling decorated with frescoes. I think that's what that. It's been a while. Never really studied architecture history, like that kind of art. So I know the words, but I don't remember how they're spelled. You know. To do presentations on shit, you don't need to know how it's spelled, right? Right? Yeah. That are impossible to make out from the vantage point. At the very end of the hall appears to be some kind of congregation. People in old-timey fancy clothing milling about with goblets in one hand. What are you doing here? Jesus! Where did you come from? You shouldn't be here. He's not mad at you, he's worried? It's fine. I just need to grab something. We can pretend I never walked in on this costume party. He scrunches up his nose and the way he always did when you suggested something he didn't agree with. It's not... What did you even need to grab? Who is this lad? Remus. I know it's Remus. Is it Remus? I assume this name is pronounced Remus, but it's funnier to say Remus. Cedric, there you are. The people are waiting. Cedric nearly jumps out of his skin. My liege, I'll be there. Cedric clearly takes his role-playing very seriously. The old man gives you a curious once-over, maybe because you're the only one not in costume. Cedric isn't in costume? Is this your friend, Cedric? I don't think we've met. Remus. The wolf extends his hand for you to take. Yeah, take his hand. Polite gesture. You know, we do the thing. You push down the rising panic as you take his hand in yours. The pad on his index finger finds your wrist and he shakes it. Strong, firm, and warm. King Remus, this is my friend who was just leaving. He looks at you meaningfully. Yeah. We'll be, yeah. Wait. But it's so impolite not to introduce yourself, right? Right? You know? Kyron, it's good to meet you. Cedric's nose twitches. He's nervous. Kyron, a pleasure to meet you. Remus claps you on the shoulder once you were good measure, his paw heavy on your arm. I hope you enjoy your stay. He winks at you, like you're both in on a joke that everyone else is missing. Come, Cedric. The people need you. Let us give them what they want. Of course. I'll be there, your highness. Cedric sees him off before turning to face you. Hail and well met. Seriously, you shouldn't be here. What's so important that you need to get anyways? The dick. I'm going to be honest, I dropped the ball and the dick, and it's balls. I swear, I just need to grab it and I'll be out of here. I already bought soap, so everything's going to be fine. Soap? Actually, no, I don't want to know. Go get whatever you need to, but make it quick, okay? I'll try to cover for you. Cedric pods away towards the crowd at the end of the hall. You can hear Remus starting a speech in the apes? I don't know. His voice echoing throughout the ensemble. Assemblage? From the distance, you can barely make out some bits and pieces about farms and refugees and forthcoming disasters. Sounds like trouble in this shire. Why? Check the cabinets along the wall. Sure. The decorative cabinets on the right are made of thick, sturdy wood. You can actually feel where the knots have been sanded. Excuse me, sanded down and lacquered over. Inside is mostly crystal and china diningware, each marked with some kind of royal heraldry. It seems to depict some guy decked out with a crown, a sword and shield, and jewelry around his neck. Cool. No dick, though. There we go. There's a bronze statue of a man in the center of the foyer. It's taller than you, in a dark amber color, and distinguishable species. He has 1 foot on a rock and looks heroically off into the distance. It's the guy from the cabinets. A sculpted cape flows over the shoulder and unfurls onto the bronze cast base. Someone has taken great pains to craft tiny metal blades and blades of grass and pebbles by his feet. Just behind his back foot is a large boulder with a sword embedded on it. The sword doesn't look like the rest of the sculpture, actually. It looks like a real blade made of silver and steel. It's cool, but at the end of the day, it's not the sword you're looking for. You're about to resign yourself to another failed class when you spot something hot pink out of the corner of your eye. Jackpot. The dick has rolled under one of the cabinets, far, far back against the wall. You have to get on all fours just to get a good view of it. Gross, it's covered in dust bunnies. You sidle up to it, pressing your cheek to the cold floor as you try to wedge your arm under the cabinet. No luck. You can't fit under there, let alone reach the wall. You need something long and thin to stick under there. As you get to your feet, you spot Cedric staring at you from back of the crowd. She shakes his head in a series of... Wait, he shakes his head in a series of terse movements? What does that mean? His eyes dart nervously to the side, and following his gaze, you spy the familiar-looking back of your classmates, Wes and Luke. Man, did they meet through this stuff? Why didn't Cedric ever tell you he was joining a Renaissance LARP? You can't help but feel a little betrayed. Give him a thumbs up. You flash him a thumbs up. You actually have a good idea. Treading quietly across the hall, you stand in front of the bronze statue with the sword buried in the rock. You reach for its hilt. Cedric is mouthing something at you and is making a slicing motion across his neck. You try to read his lips. What he's saying? Oh, that's a lot of text. Chiron, you're totally rad, and this is a great idea. You look super strong and hot wielding a sword. Screw the haters. Chiron, the feudal system is really messed up, and you should take that sword and lead a rebellion against this cycle of dispossession. These are all obviously wrong. He's clearly trying to communicate using a semaphone. That's an F for feel free to keep doing what you're doing. What? Huh. Okay. Obviously, what else would he be trying to say? With that cleared up, you can continue to complete your very important task. Your hand wraps around the ornate silver handle of the sword. The metal is cold against the pads of your paw, and a blood-red ruby glitters in its pommel. Pull sword. Your muscles tense as you squeeze the hilt of the sword and draw it from the stone. There's a light resistance at first, the steel grip by the grain of the rock, but then the sword gives into your pull and rises from its sheath effortlessly. Great, now all you have to do is use it to get the dick out from under the cabinet. What did you do? Everyone is staring at you. At the end of the hall, framed by the light of the stained glass mural, Remus's eyes are wide in surprise. A grin spreads across his face as he raises his paws. Our final champion. Ethel. Oh. Title card. Click to continue. Oh, thank you. There are so many games in which I get to a point and I'm just staring at a blank screen. And I'm like, do I click? I don't know. I have that problem in Liar, don't I? Cedric reaches to you first. He hisses under his breath. What the hell? No one's been able to. The crowd parts, leaving a path for Remus to pad down the impromptu aisle. Wes and Luke exchange glances between him, you, and each other before cautiously joining you at the scene. Finally, a champion to wield the sword. The prophecy has been answered. Remus claps you on the back, his hand a strong, warm presence between your shoulder blades. With his other hand, he gestures out to the murmuring crowd filling the hall. The people gaze at you, reverently. That's an adverb you've never used to describe people looking at you before. People of Peregrine? Hear me. With our third and final champion, we have individuals able to wield all three artifacts. The shield, the amulet, and the sword. We can finally ascend Grim Mountain and face the heart, driving back the forces that threaten our land. But as Remus speaks, the hall is abruptly plunged into darkness. There's a weightlessness under your feet, like the floor is failing to push against the bottom of your pads. You pause. Your brain registers that people are screaming, but you can't hear or see anything. It's not that the torches have gone out, it's that light and sound are entirely gone. Everything is gone. As quick as things vanish, the floor reappears with the sensation of an elevator grinding to a halt. You hear it now, the downward decrescendo of people no longer panicking, the nervous chitter and laughter following a plunge on a roller coaster. And the candles in the chandeliers waver almost in apology. Remus's hand steadies you as you regain your footing. The silver hilt of the sword, is cold against the pads of your hand. Remus murmurs, "That's been happening more and more frequently." Wes and Luke look uncharacteristically perturbed. Remus turns to address the crowd, extending his arms in a placating fashion. I assure you all, we will stop these blackouts as soon as possible. With the bearer of the sword finally here, we can pierce the heart of the mountain, and bring an end to this resolution. Once and for all. He surveys the aftermath of the events with a somber expression. Following his eyes, you see that things haven't exactly returned to normal. huh? Parts of the landscape are totally missing, and not discrete tables and tiles, but orthogonal pieces of the world, like half a dresser and a slice of a vase, are sitting on. As though something has carved an entire chunk of existence. In its place is nothing, just pockets of staticky darkness that make your fur stand on end. Oh, like the Scissor Men arc in the Doom Patrol. Oh, water drips from the now slanted lip of the vase onto the dresser. Your ears flatten against the back of your head. This seems like a lot more than drunk nerds with foam swords. Red pill? Sign me up. I've always wanted to save the world. Blue pill. I don't know about this. Are we red pilled or blue pills? We're red pilled, right? We're based red pilled and Joker-fied. You take the red pill, but not in the misogynistic way. This is what you've been waiting for all your life. Oh, we are chuny. We're chuny as fuck. You're not sure why, or how you got here, or even what's going on, but you're not about to turn down an opportunity to be the chosen one. Now, how do you sign up? What other perks does this role come with? Male feminist. Are you asking us? I don't know. I'm still not convinced that this isn't some nerd crap. Hey, don't look at me. I know as much about this sword and prophecy stuff as anyone else. Aren't you guys supposed to be helping me? Great, thanks a lot. The void is spreading, but we can turn it back. We can restore the world to the way it was. The people murmur with enthusiasm. Just behind you, you spot a slash of nothingness below the cabinet the Dick has rolled under. Shit. Is the Dick okay? You try to sneak your way towards the cabinet, hoping that everyone is paying attention to Remus's speech and not you. There's a grainy metallic taste in your mouth as you approach it. Luke gives you an odd look. A hand grabs your arm. Wes gently but firmly pulls you away from the sight. You don't want to touch that. What? Why? Because it's a terrifying slice of absolute nothingness. Have you ever watched a movie where touching the scary unknown substance leads to someone not being the first one to die? It's dangerous. I have to look for the Dick. The Dick's under there. I have to get it. Luke's eyes widen. You lost it? Here? That's concerning. Yeah, I know, okay? Listen, hold on to my feet and I'll just stick my hand in there. Wes shakes his head. Whatever was there is gone. It's not coming back. Shit. You reluctantly let Wes pull you away from the majority of your final grade. It's probably not worth it. Probably. Remus turns his attention towards you. Chiron, I know there was something special about you from the moment we met. There's a twinkle in his eye as he holds you by the shoulders. The last person who told you you were special was your youth baseball coach, just before you snuck out every time in your first game. It turns out he told that to all the kids he thought had low self-esteem. This must be very strange to you. I promise to explain everything soon, but I have to take care of my people right now. In the meantime, seek out your friends, Wes and Luke, and Cedric, too. They shall fill you in my stead. When you are done, meet me in the castle's garden. He pats your back with his paw, sending you down a hallway as he fields questions from a crowd that's begun to creep dangerously close to your personal space. You narrowly escape into the silence of the side hallway. The sounds of people die down until they're far in the distance. You're alone again. Your friends have already disappeared, likely trying to get away from the crowd themselves. Who do you look for first? Tiger. We go for Tiger. He's the hot one. We're going for the Tiger. Anyway, I'll end the part here, I think. So I'll see you guys around.